Hey guys, Joe here from Right Way. In this video, what we're going to cover is the exclusive agreements that realtors are often going to try to send you, right? So if you're trying to build a relationship with a realtor, and you call them up and you say you're looking for off-market properties, in the video that we just covered about the off-market properties, they would potentially want you to sign an exclusive buyer's representation agreement, right? Because they don't want to work for free, and what they're most worried about is that you're going to circumvent them and you're going to go to the seller and get an agreement so they get cut out of their 3%, right? So you really want to establish to the realtor that we are an ethical business, or that if you're not part of Right Way, that you're an ethical wholesaler, so that you don't go around and cut your realtors out, right? You're looking for a long-term relationship. But at the same time, you do not want to be tied into an exclusive agreement that any property that gets brought to you, they are due a commission from, right? So you need to establish to that realtor what you're looking for and what you're willing to do, right? So you are telling them that you buy properties from multiple sources. You're reaching out to see if they might be working on any off-market listings or if they get them from time to time. But what you don't want to do is tell them that you're my exclusive buyer's agent and everything or every investment property that gets brought to me has to go through you, and that you get a commission from that agreement. So what we're doing is we are telling them that we can sign a representation based on that specific property. And some realtors might get you to sign a non-circumvent or a NDA, which is fine, right? Especially sometimes on the multifamilies, they're going to want you to sign a non-disclosure agreement. We are happy to sign those because we're never trying to go around this realtor. But what we're trying to do is protect ourselves from them coming back later when they find out you got a different property from a different realtor and kicking up a fuss about why they didn't get paid and they've been doing this work. Right. So we've established to this realtor, as covered in the previous video, that we're looking for off-market properties. If it is their listing, we're happy to take a look at it. If they want a representation, that is fine, but we're not going to give them exclusivity to represent us on every purchase. So if they had a property at 123 Smith Street, and you came to an agreement, you can sign that representation, but it's specific to that property. Okay, not specific to every property that you do. And in terms of deciding the non-disclosure or the non-circumvent, we're happy to do that. We are completely ethical. As a wholesaler, you need to base your reputation on being completely ethical. So we are happy to sign those. You just want to take a look through it, make sure there's not anything in there that's going to tie you to other properties, because you're receiving properties from multiple sources. You're telling your contact, I'm happy to do the agreement on this property, but I work with a ton of realtors. I work with a ton of wholesalers. I work with a ton of homeowners. They're all sending me leads at the same time. So I can't be tied into exclusive just to you. Otherwise, I would be cutting out all my other contacts. But I can be assigned to you on this property, on each property. We definitely want to make sure you get paid. I want to build up a long-term business. I want to be talking about these contracts in the next 2 or 3 years after we've done 20 or 30 properties together, right? So build the rapport with that realtor. Let them understand how you work, why you wouldn't sign a blanket exclusive representation, but you would be willing to sign representation regarding that specific property, or to not go around them, right? And by not going around them, sometimes realtors, they might not have a listing agreement already with the seller. So they're a little bit apprehensive about giving out the address or the property because in the past, right, somebody has gone around them directly to that seller and got a contract with them and have cut them out, which is not fair, right? A realtor, they have bills to pay, they got to make money. So that's what they're trying to avoid. So you're banking on your credibility, you're building your credibility, you're happy to sign a representation for that property, or if they have a non-disclosure or a non-circumvent, you can do that too, right? We want to make sure that realtor gets paid, and you want to build up a relationship with that realtor, do a few transactions with them, that they're not requiring you to do that on every one. They trust you, right? It's a very trust-based business. So they trust you to give you the address, to run your numbers, to run your rehab, to tell them verbally what the right price for you is and see if it works for them. And then maybe they're working backwards. Maybe after that time, they go and they get a listing agreement with the seller. Another thing is you want to be educating them after you go through this course, this content, on how as a realtor they can make more money than just the standard 3%. So it's something you need to have in your arsenal when you're talking to the realtor, that, hey, have you ever thought about wholesaling this property? Here's a video, here's some content, let me walk you through this. If I can make it where you get more than the 3% off this $60,000 purchase, I would love to do that. I want to be putting as much money in my realtors' pockets and making their job on these distressed properties as easy and simplistic as possible, right? It's going to motivate them to become essentially a bird dog for you, right? If it's an easy transaction, if they make more money than they would have off the 3 or the 6% off that smaller fee on a rundown house, great. Let's keep their pockets full. They're going to keep our pockets full. It's a mutual relationship with mutual benefit, and that's really how you get ahead in wholesaling.